Hey Flosstube, Heather-Confetti Stitcher here again. It's been another hot minute since we last saw each other. I think it's been about a month. Things have just been really crazy at work. I have gotten quite a bit of stitching in, so I'm going to share that with you today. I have some haul, not much, and I have some progress for you guys. First with life updates. Before the life updates, so I'm filming on a new app on my phone because I always film through my phone. By the way, rocking the makeup today. No reason at all. I'm off this week because of school. It's my official summer break, which is actually called fall break. But our kids don't start back to school until after Labor Day. So since summer school is over, this is basically our week of summer vacation. So I have nothing to do this week, except for tomorrow, which is Wednesday, we are leaving for Vegas. Kind of last minute. My husband had some stuff at work where he was on one team and they said don't take your vacations until the end of the year. And then he got switched to another team and they told him take your breaks now, like take any vacations now, because we have stuff coming up. So we kind of decided last minute, since I was off this week, we wanted to go somewhere, and Vegas was something that was close enough that we didn't have to fly, and it was cheap enough because we have this really cool app. It's called My Vegas, and you basically play slot machine games and stuff on Facebook, and you can earn real rewards, and it's all free. Earn stuff for Vegas. So right now everything's limited as far as what what prizes you can get, but it's really cool in that. So we're still waiting to get one more show ticket. They sell out of this particular show pretty quick. If we don't get it, it's not a big deal. We've already got the one, but by the time he got it and by the time I went to try to get it, it was already sold out, and they only do 15 a day or something like that. So we'll try again. If not, no big deal. It's for the Zumanity Cirque du Soleil show. If not, it's not like we can't go again and see it. We do have tickets to see Jeff Dunham, the ventriloquist, who is one of my favorites. So we did buy those tickets. We got tickets for the other Cirque du Soleil show, those are the last two shows. Those are basically the only two Cirque du Soleil shows that we have not seen yet. So, and you can't really get tickets for anymore. It's very popular, so we just went ahead and bought those. I really like my red lipstick today. I have to be in the mood for red, and it doesn't always look good. Anyway, but we were able to get hotel rooms for free. So we are staying 2 nights at the Mirage, and I forget what the other one is, what the other night is. So we're only staying till Saturday. Leave sometime Saturday evening, or actually probably Saturday morning, so we'll probably get back Saturday evening. We didn't want to wait until Monday, A, because it's more money, B, more importantly, because driving back, we've done that before on a holiday weekend on Monday, is a pain, so we are not going to do that. Plus, we could actually get a lot better rates on stuff, the show tickets and stuff, because we're going on a weekday, which would be great. So that'll be fun. We're not planning on spending too much money. Since we are trying to save for a house, I will be spending most of it in the hotel room stitching. So that'll be good. We're not really big gamblers. We basically go for the shows and stuff. So we're going to walk along the strip. I'm going to try to go to the LNS that's there. Same thing, I'll have to try to curb my spending there, but I usually don't spend too much at LNS's. I don't spend that much, I feel like, on cross stitch in general, so probably because my projects are so big, I don't end up spending money on a bunch of different stuff, patterns and stuff. So, and I've gotten enough stash at this point that I feel like I need to, not that I need to curb my spending, but that I don't absolutely have to stitch everything and buy everything. I have enough now where I don't really have to be in the like spending spree that I felt like I was on for a while. Which is not to say any of you that do that, I mean, good for you, that's awesome. But for me, I like to have finishes, and I like to actually get stuff done even though I have big projects, so I try not to spend too much. If I don't, and I try to really like think about stuff before I buy it to make sure I'm actually going to end up stitching it. So that being said, so like I was talking about school has been, it's been good once summer school was over, which was like 2 weeks ago now. Like last week was completely dead. Like I had maybe one student come in, so it was good because I was able to relax a little bit. I did take off the Friday after summer school, like because summer school ended on a Wednesday, and so we did a site cleanup on Thursday, like get rid of everything and just like start off the new school year fresh. And then Friday I took off, so that was good. Then last week I worked the full week, and then now I am on my summer break, so it's been good. We did talk about, I talked about possibly, and I actually just got a text right before I started this video saying that they might have a teaching position open for me, which would be awesome. I would actually do both jobs. So kind of like I did over summer school, I would be a teacher for part of it and a tutor for the other part. That way, like I basically just wouldn't take on as many students in a teaching capacity. That way we can make sure we find somebody that's really good for the tutoring position. And, sorry about that. And I would, like, we could make it a smoother transition, I guess. That way I could get a feel for teaching without, like, straight on going into it, even though I did have a little bit of that over summer. We basically have this thing where we have, like, a separate site that I do not go to, which is, they call it the church site, but it's, a lot of our kids go to the same church, and so all of the parents volunteer to do classes and stuff there. So the teachers go over there to meet with the students they have there, and then they also will come to our site every now and then. So I would have to, like, we would have to figure out if I would actually go over there or not, or if I would just meet all my students at the site, at my site, which I'm thinking is going to happen. So that would be good. But basically, just all logistics and stuff. That would be even if they have a position open for me, which I'm totally fine tutoring over summer, over the school year. But obviously, since my degree is in teaching would be the best. So we'll see how that goes. When I was talking to she's not my boss, she's like a coordinator of all the home study sites. She was talking, when we were talking about it, we were on our way to a concert. So let me see if I can get you guys a little straighter. We're on my bed right now, and I'll tell you guys why in a few minutes. You guys are sitting on my stitching stand, which is kind of wonky, just from the bed. So we went to a concert. If I remember telling you guys about when we went to the toga party where we dressed up for the silent auction. One of the things we bought was a picnic basket that had 4 tickets to the Hollywood Bowl. And so we went to that, and we took my Learning Center coordinator friend along. And so that was a lot of fun. We ended up getting there. We went to dinner first, and we ended up having like 4 courses, so it took a lot longer than we thought. We got there at 5:30 and the show started at 8, which should have been plenty of time, but we ended up leaving the restaurant not until like 7:15, which should have been plenty of time. However, since this is LA, the traffic and we were only maybe a mile away, so we were not far away at all, but the traffic took forever. So we got there. When we got through security and everything, it hadn't actually started yet, because we didn't hear anything, but as we were going up the escalator to the venue, we heard them actually like warming up and starting. So the way they set it up is once it actually starts, you can't get to your seats. Like, they take you in like little groups, basically. Like, you're all behind a curtain and they take you down the aisles. But you can't actually go up to your seats until the break in the songs. So we showed our tickets, they showed us where to go, and when the first break came, we went to go up, but she said that wasn't our seats. Or, sorry, that wasn't the section, like the stairs we should use. We should use the stairs that were next door. So we walked down there, and he actually wouldn't let us go up because the song had already started again. So we wait for the next break in the songs, and by the time, like, we walked in at maybe, like, they started a little late, so they started at like 8:10. By the time we got to the other set of stairs, he took us up, sat us down, and then right at that point was the intermission. So, because it was a symphony, so the songs were so long that literally 2 songs later and it was intermission already. So we didn't have as much time to sit, but we did get to hear everything, which was great. We were able to like stand in the aisles because it's an outdoor amphitheater. For those of you that have never been to the Hollywood Bowl, which this was my first time going, but it was really interesting. It was good. It's a really cool venue in that you can take in your own food and drinks, including alcohol. So we grabbed like 2 bottles of wine, and some dessert and stuff. So that was really good. Sorry, I keep coughing. It's really dry in here, and I didn't grab water. So if it gets any worse, I will go and pause and grab something. But yeah, so that basically is caught up to everything so far, I think, that has been new and changed since last time, which is 10 minutes worth, but except for one thing. So the reason I'm filming inside, because as you know, my videos have usually been outside, but we have got a new member of the family. And so I started this new, the reason I started this new app, video app for my phone, is because, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to get used to it. It's because I want to be able to, like, the iPhone doesn't let you switch back and forth between cameras, like the front camera and the back camera. So now I should be able to, so let me take you over and show you our new member of the family. He's sleeping right here, so hang on. So this is our new member of the family. This is Cosmo. He's a little baby. Yeah. He's a snuggler. So he is a 4-month-old tuxedo, as you could probably tell. Hey, baby. And he's kind of started to go after my cross stitch a little bit. Oh, there's a yawn. But for the most part, he's been really good about it. Yeah. Oh, there's a yawn. Aren't you? Yes. These big brown eyes. So like I said, he's about 4 months old, and we adopted him from the shelter. Yeah? You gonna come up on the bed now? So you guys saw a little bit of my, whoops, my progress, and actually, I'm gonna switch you back over. So you can see our baby Moki. She's been a good girl too. Haven't you, baby? It was actually really interesting having the 2 of them meet, because she is a very spoiled cat. And so she's kind of got the torty attitude. But she actually did really, really good with him. We did the whole, so this is just when you bring home a new kitten, that you kind of separate them for a little bit and let them, oops, sorry, I'm gonna have to get used to that, and let them get used to each other. Like, first you keep them separated, then you're supposed to, like, play with their, like, introduce each other to each cat's different smell. And then you, like, if you have a baby gate, you can use that. We didn't, so we just opened the door a crack. And she kept batting him, but she didn't have her claws extended or anything, but every time we would do it, she would start doing it. And so we actually had them, like, we accidentally opened the door, we being I opened the door a little bit too far, and he snuck out, and so we were worried, but we kind of just sat back, and they just played with each other, and they were great. So now, like, they aren't super best friends yet. She's still pretty jealous. She used to always, well, almost always sleep on the bed with us. Now that he's jumped up here, usually when he jumps up here, she will jump off, if she's already up here, or she'll wait. So she slept with us 2 nights ago. She didn't sleep with us last night, so we'll see. I'm sure they'll be fine. We basically wanted to get somebody to keep her company, when we go away, like to Vegas and stuff. Sorry, I'm gonna pause. Hang on just one sec. Okay, so hopefully I can edit these together. I went and got water anyway. My nose started running really bad. I don't know why. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, they've been really good so far. They've been chasing each other around the house. She's getting exercise. So hopefully she will back off a little bit. She still, like, will come up randomly and just bop him on the head and then just keep walking. Cause she's her. Sorry about that. My throat is awful. And actually, so my mother-in-law and my husband are both kind of allergic to the new cat. They were with the first one, so they just basically need to get used to him. And then they should be good. Luckily, I don't have allergies at all, which, since I've been sniffling, you might think otherwise, but it's just every now and then I get the sniffles. So anyway, enough of that. So hopefully I can edit this together. I used to use YouTube video editor for all of my editing, and they no longer have it, so I'm gonna have to try to find so I don't have any room left on my computer to download new software, so I'm gonna try to find a free online video editor. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know on that. But yeah, so let's get into the cross stitch. So I have, let's see, we'll show this one first. So I'm actually caught up on dragons, which is great. So I'm trying to get it together. So I don't remember which one you saw last time, but just in case, I don't think you saw all of July. So here is July. And then I also am caught up with finishing August. So his is, there we go. So if you guys remember, I am changing the eye colors on all of them. I'm actually going to hand you guys over. So this is why I wanted to do the camera change, or the app change, so I can do the camera back and forth. So I'm changing the eye color to be a color from the previous dragon. So this one makes him look a little evil, but that's okay because August is super hot, which makes it a little evil in my opinion, so I'm perfectly okay with that. And as you can see, I added the sparkles to both of the jewels. So yeah, those are those. And then the piece as a whole, starting to get a little too big to get in frame almost, so at least be able to see any detail. So yeah, so it's super fun. I like doing it. I'm gonna really need to work on my hand over on the side of the camera. Get that out of the way. So September, as you know, is only a couple of days away. Oops, sorry, my cat just jumped on the bed. Monkey. She is rubbing her head on the frame. I have you guys, like I said last time, on my cross stitch frame, my old cross stitch frame. And I will show you guys the new one, because I did get the new one built. It's not perfect. I still have to figure some things out with it. But I'm pretty happy with it so far, so. Okay. Making sure she doesn't dump the camera. Hang on one sec. Okay, she's laying down, I think, so she should be good. So the next thing I got some progress on, and I will try to insert pictures, like I said, depends on the editing software that I end up choosing, but I think it goes this way. So I did get more progress done on Emmy. Yeah, this one I'm gonna have to do on the bed too. Sorry about this, guys. This one desperately needs an iron. Okay, so, and I'll try not to make you guys sick. So here is the Emmy progress. So this is like, so she's facing this way, which is why I kind of did this. Light part of the fabric will kind of be in line with her bow. I think it should work out like that. But this is the top of her dress. It billows out behind her in a big skirt, and I will try to insert pictures of what they will look like. But this is the bottom, well, almost the bottom of her skirt. Yeah, so, hey! Yeah, so far this has been good. I basically don't work on this project because I have both this and dragons as my to-go pieces, and I don't work on this one until I finish my dragon for the month. So it hasn't gotten too much. Hey! Sorry, hang on. So this is currently what I am dealing with. Mocha, get down. No, not all the way up. Get down. She is literally up on the entire thing. So I was going to show this next, however, we might have an issue. Get down. And she does currently have her claws into it, so. And here's a funny thing, I lost my snag nabbit. I had it in the bottom of here, and it fell off somewhere, and I have not been able to find it. So I may have to order a new one, although it's got to be on my floor somewhere. Get down. Thank you. A little pain in the butt. Okay. So this is my current progress on Santa in the Clouds. So I know you guys saw it. This is what I've been kind of focusing on, so this should have a lot more done than when you last saw it. I believe when you last saw it, like, this was almost completely empty. I don't even think I had Santa yet, so as you can see, this is the top of Santa's head and the puff of his hat, the puff ball at the end. This will be a star up here. So basically how I'm doing it is, I'm sorry if I'm really loud, I'm not sure how loud I am being this close to the camera. So whatever is up on top, like whatever the highest color is the one that I do next. So for instance, the next highest is going to be this stitch right here, which is going to be 38.64 with the hair on it. And so that will end up filling in some of this, a lot of these like empty spaces that are in here. Yeah, but I'm happy with how it's turning out so far. I think I mentioned this last time, but there's absolutely no black at all in this piece, which is a welcome change. But yeah, I am happy with how it's turning out. I'm gonna really try not to make you guys throw up. It's still darker than I thought it would be, so we'll see how that turns out, but I like the colors on it. It is showing up a little bit darker on camera than it does in real life, but the colors are actually pretty true to, well, these are actually darker, all the blues and stuff. These actually show up a little lighter on camera, so it's not quite as contrasting, I guess you could say, in real life. So there is that. That should be the last that I have of switching back and forth and making you guys sick. So that's a lie. I have one more. So, sorry, I'm gonna just threw me off on my dragon's piece. The backstitch, because it was kind of folded, was like popping up everywhere, so I wanted to make sure the cats didn't do anything to it. Sorry, I'm fixing my hair. So as for new stuff that I got, I did get a couple of new patterns. The two patterns that I bought are both cityscapes that I found on Etsy. I will try to post a picture here. But I got one Los Angeles, which is where my husband's from, and one Denver, which is where I'm from. So they're pretty. They're rainbow, like a rainbow gradient kind of across the whole. It's the cityscape with the name underneath. So I got those. They were really cheap. They were only like, it was buy one get one free, so they were both $5, which is cool. And they shouldn't take too long at all. They should be super quick. So I need to get some fabric for those. I'll just buy some cheap even weave from Michael's or Joann's next time I go. It's just been a while since I've gone. And I keep forgetting to buy some. I've actually been since then, since I bought them, but I just totally forget. So I got those. I got, I think since last time, I don't think I told you about this, I got my name charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. So that is, sorry for that, that's my air conditioner event. I had you guys set up nicely before so you couldn't see it, but there we go, a little bit better. But since it's all pattern, I'm not going to show it to you guys. But it's really cool. It basically comes with like 25 or 30 different styles of your name, which is what I'm going to use for my name tag for my cross stitch retreat, which is at the end of next month. So it's coming up super quick, and I'm super excited. I already took the day off work for it, which was awesome. So that should be a lot of fun. Hopefully this time I won't be getting there at like 10 o'clock at night, like happened last time because of traffic. It's usually like an hour and a half to 2 hours. It took me 6 hours last time. So no more of that nonsense. So anyway, my new stuff that I got was those two patterns, and I also got this, which is the Dimensions ornaments. So these are the Christmas Pals ornaments. You might be able to see on there. I don't think they count as cross-stitch gold, but it does include everything from the patterns to, and I did open it, but basically, look at those colors, aren't those cool? And it does have more of the black inside. The black and I believe one of the greens. But, sorry, back again. My phone's battery's dying, so it threw a notification up there, which I didn't realize would stop the video. But here's a little pain in the butt again. I'm trying to open it for you guys. It's super, super sticky. There we go. So it comes with Ada fabric, which I believe is 14 count. It's really, really stiff, but I think in this case it's going to be okay because since they're ornaments, I think I would prefer the really stiff stuff. So it comes with more black and white. It also comes with the felt that you need to not frame them, but you know what I mean, finish them. And then the green cord that is on there is made up from the actual floss. So I'll be saving that part until the very end to see if I run out of any color. Usually when I do the dimensions kits, I've not had a problem with floss. I have always had like I basically had twice as much floss as I actually need. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. But if it is, I'll just use different colors to hang each one. So I'll try to use a complementary color. So I will wait until they're done. I don't think they'll take me too long to do. They are 44 by 44 stitches each. What did you see? We have the snowman, reindeer, a polar bear, Santa Claus, another snowman, and a penguin. So I thought, since there's 2 snowmen, I thought about changing one maybe into a cat or maybe into something else, like an elf or something. I would do it to that snowman up there. I don't think I'm going to do that, but we'll see. I might use the head of Santa without the beard and make a little elf, but we'll see. Just because having 2 snowmen is kind of weird, but I don't think it would be that hard to do. You just have to use Santa's nose and make the rest beige colored. So it shouldn't be too bad. My kitty loves the pattern as well, since she was eating it until she heard a noise in the other room. So there is that. Switch back over. So the other stuff that I got, she's just being a pill today. She's been asleep all day, so we had to take them to the vet this morning. She needed one more shot, and he needed his general checkup. So, quick side note. Sorry, I was trying to decide which to talk about. So, this is what I was saying earlier and I forgot. When I adopted him, or when we adopted him, my husband went to look at him on Friday. We hadn't looked online or anything, seen any pictures or anything like that. He basically just had a little bit of time between meetings, and so he went to the animal shelter that we got her from, just to see if they had anybody that we loved. We found him, and when we first got him, he was super, super scared. He was shaking. He was just really, really scared. So my husband took him out, played with him a little bit, but they wouldn't let him take him until he met everybody in the family. So we didn't tell them about my mother-in-law because she's not going to be living with us forever anyway. But we couldn't get him on Friday. So we go in on Saturday, which they happen to be having a kitten, or basically just a clear the shelters event, where it's $20 to adopt any animal in the shelters. And they were also having, at our particular shelter, they were having a kitten adoption affair on the same day. So basically all of the cats that are in foster care, all the kittens and stuff, all the foster parents brought them to the shelter to be looked at. So he was not one of those kittens, which the kittens had a really, really, really long line. for the foster kittens, but there was more kittens in the actual shelter, which was in the back, which is where we found him, and they weren't getting looked at quite as much. There was a pit bull that was there that was super adorable. I would have grabbed him and brought him home too if we were in our house, because my mother-in-law is scared to death of pit bulls. He was just really, he looked kind of the same. He looked really just nervous and shy. He wasn't barking like all the other dogs were, and he was just super adorable. But because of circumstances being what they were, we could not take him home. So I really hope that he found a home. But so we went, when we found Cosmo, which it took us forever to think of the name, we went to, like, since my husband had already been there the day before, I went in. They lost our paperwork at first, so they had to find the paperwork again. Turns out it was never actually filed because of the chaos, which is fine. They didn't make us wait super long, like maybe 15 minutes, so nothing terrible. Because they wouldn't let you back in to see the animals until you filled out a form. But we're like, we're not going to fill out 2 forms. I mean, we were just here yesterday, so we finally got that all figured out. We got to take him into a room. He was still really scared. He was still shaking, really nervous. They had picked him up 3 days before, and so I started playing with him a little bit since my husband had already done it the day before. He wanted to have me have a chance to take care of him. I wanted a black cat. He is black and white. I would have preferred a regular, like a full black cat, but that's okay. But he was shaking, he was really nervous, but by the time I started playing with him a little bit, we didn't play with him long, we played with him for maybe 10 minutes. By the end of it, he was like starting to like roll over more, and like in my lap, he was like basically just almost upside down wanting me to pet him, so we fell in love then. We would have taken him home that day, but he wasn't fixed yet, and so they told us they would set it for Monday. So he would get fixed Monday, we could take him home Tuesday. They couldn't fit him in Monday, so they called us on Monday telling us that we could pick him up. Oh no, sorry. They were supposed to do it Tuesday, and then we could pick him up on Wednesday. So they weren't able to do it Tuesday. Picked us up. Sorry, my screen got dark. We picked him up on Wednesday. They did the surgery on Wednesday. We picked him up on Thursday. But they actually did not meet for the first time until Saturday. So because it took later for us to get him than we thought, it took basically an entire, almost another week, we didn't go do anything this weekend like we were planning. So we could give them a chance to bond. And so we were supposed to go last weekend to like Sequoia or Mammoth or just somewhere in California that we haven't been to yet. So I've gotten a lot more stitching time in because of that. But anyway, sorry for the 10-minute side note on how we got him. So I went to Joann's recently and got some more fabric, which I just realized I'm missing a piece of. So you guys will probably see that next time, because I actually went twice. So the first time I went and got some Halloween fabric to make. So since I'm always pretty much going to have a Halloween project on the go and a Christmas project on the go, just because those are my 2 favorite holidays, with Halloween being my absolute favorite. So I got this fabric, which is really cool. It's got obviously pumpkins everywhere and tombstones. It's also got, I thought it was upside down, little cats and spider webs and little skull, well, kind of big skulls, but so I think this will make a fun project bag. So the project bags I'm going to have for when I have my to-go projects to put them in, which, like I said, will almost always be Halloween. And then I got some liner fabric, which I got 2 yards of this because this can actually go with both of the fabrics that I got, the outside fabrics. I like my insides to just be one solid color. And then this is the other fabric I got, which, as you can see, sparkles because it can. And yeah, so that just says boo. So I'm gonna make these soon. I just finished making another pair of sleep shorts, which I would show you guys, but they are currently in the wash. So you guys might see those next time too. So I got those. I got another fabric, which is the stained glass windows from Beauty and the Beast, which, since I got them at a second time, I think are over there somewhere. So I will show those to you guys later. I went to the dollar store and got some awesome Halloween stuff. I got all of this for $15. I'm gonna go through these super quick, just cause. So $15 for all this. So I got these cool stickers, which are, as you can see, they are like potion bottle stuff. And they're actually all different. There's not, like, so you have vampire blood here, and you have vampire blood here, but they're different. So lots of different options, which are cool. I probably will put those on potion bottles and the like. I also got they were hooked together. I got the Witch's Inn, which I thought was funny because it's like she fell in the pot. I like corny stuff like that. Ghouls just want to have fun. So these are just signs. And they're actually really good. I don't know if you can hear that or not. They're pretty good quality. Like, they're very sturdy. Like, I can't bend them or anything. So these are all from the 99-cent store, which I know not everywhere has them. But it's my favorite place to go to for Halloween stuff because I think they actually make pretty quality items. I also got this witch who does that. Oops. I got the Witch Wanted poster, which is cool. New Salem settlement. I think my phone's gonna die here soon. I got these 3 changing portraits. Which is cool. This one's one of my favorites because her earring goes from that. I don't know if you can see it, but it turns into a skull. Yeah, this one's actually backwards. So when it's straight on, it's actually the skeleton, and then when you go to the side, it's the guy. So, and then the last one I got of those. This one is actually my favorite though. So she's pretty, and then yeah. I don't do usually super scary Halloween where it's like pop out at you. Like, I don't do haunted houses, I don't do anything like that, but I thought this would be funny to put above the bathroom door. There's like I could actually cross stitch this probably, it's like canvas. But it looks like an even weave linen almost. But yeah, caution, do not enter. These these are mini portraits. It's like you have them, and then they turn scary, and then you have scary lady and then the couple. Yeah, sorry about the glare on that one. That I can't fix. Well, I can, but I'm just not taking them out quite yet. I also got a kitchen towel. No witching in my kitchen. With the awesome pair of fishnets, because fishnets. I got these couple little signs. They had 3 of them, but I don't like the other one. So I got spooky, I got scary, and of course glitter, because glitter. Speaking of which, I saw that last video, or not last one, but the one that Stitchery Stuff hosted, Danielle, about the lipstick that turns glittery. I will definitely be buying some of that. And the last thing I bought was this little Medusa table topper paperweight thing. Once again, super like, this thing is really heavy, which you would not usually expect. But they have their scary face, And she sparkles. And the snake's everywhere in her hair. So, yeah, thought that was cool. So yeah, that is all of my Halloween stuff. I can't believe I got all that for $15. That's awesome. The reason I got it was because we don't know if we're going to be spending Halloween here or not. So if we are, I don't want to have to go and get all of the Halloween decorations out. If we do end up moving before then, it's going to be right before Halloween pretty much. Because we should hopefully be able to move by, we should be able to buy a house hopefully at the beginning of October. So we'll see how that goes. Depends probably on how well we do in Vegas. But I will try to get this all up, and I hope I can add pictures and everything and put all these videos together. And I will, my battery thing just popped up again, so I can't see myself. And I'm not going to click it because then it will turn the video off. So I will see you guys all next time. Thanks for sticking with me. I think this video should be about half an hour to 45 minutes, hopefully. Nothing too bad. Thanks for sticking with me. I will let you guys know how we did in Vegas. So I might be coming back to you crying, but we're going to really try to curb our spending. So I will see you guys all next time. Bye! Hey guys, sorry I lied again. I forgot to show you guys my cross-stitch stand. I think because my cat was really distracting. She just jumped up on the bed and is currently going through the Halloween bag. So, let me show you guys that real quick. So, like I said, I made this myself using a tutorial I found, which I will try to link below. And it's a version of the Lowry stand. You guys saw it a little bit before, but let me switch you guys over. So this is the Millennium frame, which I've had for a while. So I didn't change anything to that. So what I have is, let's see if I can pop it out a little bit. So it's hard to do it because it's on my bed. Let's just do it like this. You guys can see the back of my work because I don't care. So this is how I have it set up. This is not part of the video. This is something I had to do myself. So it's basically just a stick of wood with holes that I drilled into it that have these are actually used to hold pipe, and I forget what they're called, but I could find them for you if you guys were interested. A piece of longer pipe, which is glued to it. So there's basically a bolt that goes through this part right here. And then this is glued in here with a really high strength epoxy. And I had a lot of trouble with that. I found the wrong epoxy at first, and so I just, even though that's not what they said in the video, I tried to use another one. And it ended up not working. But basically, it's held together by this. This is where I'm having trouble. I need to find something that will go all the way through here and tighten, because these screws are too short. These are used for holding, I believe it's a coupling, it's used for holding pieces of pipe together. Like this is an electrical, sorry, yeah, this is an electrical conduit, it's an EMT, just 1/2 inch. And it's supposed to tighten so that you can just, you know, loosen and tighten and move your frame. But I haven't been able to find a long enough and skinny enough knob to tighten it with, so I need to figure that out, figure out what size goes into it. I think it's not a very common size, which is why I'm having trouble finding it. So as you go down, this is a piece of metal they tell you about, that you just bend it with your hands. But this is what I need something like this for up here. Which I have one, it just doesn't fit well in that area, so I need to figure out how to make that work. But this is for moving it back and forth, so this whole thing swings out and swings, oops, hang on, get it back up there. There you go, so it swings out and back again. This is the same piece of metal that's up there on the other side. You basically just use a saw and cut it in half. Well, not in half, but cut off a piece of it. And then it goes all the way down here, which has, this is another modification I made. It's a pin that can pop in and out that controls how far up and down this goes. So it has, I don't know if I could show you on the other side or not, basically holes all up and down it that I can put the pin in. And let's see if I can get it to focus again. There we go. So yeah, basically just pull this in and out. And then down here, sorry, it's kind of a mess, is just where it sits in. I have a board that goes all the way through. It needs to have a weight on it if I'm swinging it out basically over that way, because otherwise it's just too heavy and it will counterbalance and fall. Or sorry, not have a counterbalance, fall. But yeah, so I like it. I just need to find, basically the only problems I'm having is all in this area right here and this area right here. It holds my frame great. I don't have to worry about it consistently falling anymore. Like I said, once I get those things taken care of, it should be able to get everything evened out and be able to work perfectly. Yeah, so far it's great. I haven't moved. It's not a super, I mean, it is a lightweight stand, but it's not super portable at the moment just because of those small issues that I have, which I could just take off the entire like the entire wood piece that holds the frame on. I can just take off that entire thing and move it. I just haven't really wanted to. I haven't had a reason to, because all of my stitching has been done on my big project, has been done here in the bedroom. So anytime I need to go out anywhere else, I just take that, or I just take one of my small projects with me. So like if I stitch in the living room or stitch outside or whatever, I just take my small one. But this should be, once we get our house, this stand will probably just stay in my craft room. But yeah, so sorry for the extra add-on. I'll switch you over, you can see. Of course, since she's a kitty, she has to go right in the middle of the projects, because that's how she is. Dork. Alright, so thanks for stopping by again. I will work on the hand thing, I promise. I might just have to switch my camera or my phone around to the other side. So yeah, thanks for sticking with me. See you guys all later. Bye!